Are influencers putting our health and lives at risk for the sake of commissions or some free services, some free goods? Is this what is happening when influencers are a big part of the cosmetic surgery / cosmetic injectables world?
Beauty to botched, that's what I call it. Influencers, as low as 10,000 followers, start to get free procedures. They normalize lip fillers, breast augmentation, buttocks, facelifts at a young age.
Young content creators like Sebastian Bales are offered free and discounted cosmetic work in exchange for social media shoutouts.
If you want injections anywhere, if you guys want to get fillers anywhere, just go for it.
Ladies and gentlethems, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you guys back this week. No time for introduction. Let's just get right into it. It is my opinion, okay? Keywords, my opinion. It is my opinion that we might need to reconsider how influencers are participating in marketing when it comes to services like cosmetic surgery or non-surgical injectables like Botox, filler, facials, all of that stuff. Like I said, no time for introduction. I'm just going to start reading you guys some inboxes that we have gotten in our Mysa Med Spa, Instagram, TikTok. I'm just going to read you guys some inboxes, okay? If I type in influencer to the search bar, it's long. The list is long. If I just type in the word influencer into the search bar of our DMs, be it on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, anywhere that we have social media, even on X, formerly known as Twitter, even over there, I'll type in influencer and you will see the list is long like this. And we will get to that later, but there is this one particular DM that I have to read, and I will post it on the screen too so you guys can read along with me. Obviously, I'm going to edit out a lot of stuff because I'm not outing anybody here. That's not the point of this video. We're not airing anybody out, okay? But I thought this one was very important for me to read to you guys so you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from with this opinion of mine, okay? So let's just get right into it. Hi, my name is Redacted for obvious reasons. I've been looking at your page. I really like your work. I wanted to know if I could come in and get some services from you. I have gone to other spas and worked with other injectors before. You can see this on my page. Don't know why they put that in brackets. I would really love to work with y'all. Let me know. As you can see on my page, I have over 800,000 followers. I am located in Dallas and I really love watching Black women do their thing. Do their thing. Let me know. Okay. Y'all have seen that message. At the time that this message was coming into my phone, I had a different social media manager. This message came into our phone, came into our DMs back in 2022. So I had a different social media manager, and we'll get into that one too later, but I had a different social media manager at the time. And so she brought this message to my attention, and I look at the message and I'm like, oh, let's see the person's page. Guys, tell me why this person, yes, had the followers that she said she had, yada, 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 but she's giving big business, right? She's not like a run-of-the-mill influencer who is just an influencer. She's giving big business. Like, she has her own business in real estate. She has her own business. She is promoting herself and her own services. She's even promoting like a course or whatever. She is promoting herself and selling herself, right? And that aside, she is in every luxury designer store that Dallas has to offer almost weekly. Like, as I'm scrolling through her content, Chanel store, walking out with bags. Balenciaga, walking out with bags. Dolce & Gabbana, walking out with bags. And I'm like, she has money, oh! She has money. So if you're going to all these stores, you're shopping all these shops, and you yourself have a business, how would you feel if I came to you, to your business, and I say, well, I'm an influencer and I have this number of followers, so I would like for you to render me your real estate services for free? How would you feel? And worse still, Not only do I come and say that to you, you then go on my page and you see this girl is balling. She is balling. She's rolling in cash, or at least that is what my social media presents me as, someone who's rolling in cash, right? So when I looked at the message and I looked at the person's page, that is when this particular topic that we're talking about today got triggered in my mind.
So you may be wondering, how does one acquire a bunch of clothes for free? Well, I'm a UGC creator, which basically means I make content for brands.
Now, for introduction, if you're new here, hi, my name is Ryan or Betty. I am an APRN and the owner and founder of Mysa Medical and Wellness Spa located in Dallas, Texas, soon coming to Miami and Minneapolis this year. So if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button for me. And before the tea gets too piping hot, before the tea gets too hot for you to think straight, hit that thumbs up button for me. I want you to press that thumbs up button for me, hit that subscribe button, and then we'll just get right into the issue as promised. Now, I need to set the scene for you. I really need to set the scene for you because listen, I'm not here fighting against influencer marketing. No. And I'm not here saying that if you're in the cosmetic surgical industry or any other bodily enhancement industry, you should just stay away from all influencers. I'm not saying that either. Those are blanket statements. And if you know me, I don't really like blanket statements like that. I like to think about things a little logically. Let's understand that these services can be very dangerous to the human body. They can have effects as minor as muscle spasms, filler migration, what have you. Those are minor side effects. And those side effects can go all the way up to loss of life, which has happened in many situations. So should influencers be marketing you something or someone or some service that just might put your life at risk, or should it be the people who have knowledge in those services that should be marketing you these things? Now, in my honest opinion, it is a very nuanced topic. Okay, I am never going to say I'm never going to use an influencer, or influencers should not be involved in the marketing or content creation process in this industry. No, I'm never going to say that because, again, blanket statement. What I am going to say is that we need to break down the two main reasons why I think we need to be very careful about the types of influencers that are a part of the marketing strategy for any type of cosmetic surgery or injectables procedures. Now, in those two reasons, the number one reason is the current influencer culture. And the number two reason is the lack of education in some of these influencers' videos. So let's just go to number one straight. But before we even start number one, again, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up, share it, save it, come back to our page, because I'm telling you, I only have hot topics for you. This is not the space for us to talk about my work even. This is the space for us to have a real conversation. So start dropping comments in that comment section and tell me so far, how do you feel just about that DM that I just read? How do you feel about that? How do you feel knowing that this girl has Chanel money, Balenciaga money, she owns a business, so she says, she has all these things going on, and she cannot see it in herself to come and spend money for a service that she really wants. She is going from spot to spot trying to get these services for free using her followers. Okay, so comment in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on just that DM before we proceed. Now, number one, like I said, the current influencer culture is very different from what it was back in the day. Okay, y'all remember when we first had YouTube and we had the OGs, the people that I love and trust and follow to this day, the Jackie Ainas of the world, the Peak Meals of the world, dare I say Patrick Tar, so many other people that came on here and they used something they were passionate about to create content around it, right? So they either came on here as makeup content creators, beauty, lifestyle content creators. Some people came on here doing DIYs. Some people came on here doing thrift shopping, and we followed them to see where they're shopping and getting things for the low. Some people came on here cooking, making like cooking content and different recipes. And so we followed them to see all of the food and everything that they were making. And as YouTube blew up, so did their careers. And different brands and different companies start hiring these influencers based on their niche, right? So for instance, it made sense that, you know, Jackie Aina, for instance, would work with like Huda Beauty, right? Or Anastasia Beverly Hills or MAC or Sephora, because this is someone whose niche is makeup content, right? And then it will make sense that the DIY influencer was working with like getting deals from Lowe's, Home Depot, and all of your local woodwork shops and things like that, because this is a DIY content creator. So naturally, those businesses are going to gravitate to her or to them because their audience will be interested in purchasing or participating in those brands. It would have been so weird if we saw like a Home Depot doing content with Jackie Aina, because it's like, well, since when what is this? So you can appreciate how these OG influencers navigated their brand deals, because they got deals based on things that they had some expertise in, right? But then now you have what I'm just going to call, for the purpose of this video, the new age influencers, okay? The new age influencers don't have a niche. They don't have anything that they seem to have any particular interest in. They don't necessarily have any story to tell. They don't seem to have any particular hobbies or interests that they're trying to share with us through social media platforms. They are literally just like, oh, I want to be an influencer.
Okay, I get this question a lot, and I'm going to be making a full How to Be an Influencer series on my YouTube channel, so make sure you guys go subscribe.
To be a brand ambassador, you want to get some free wigs, or maybe you just want to get your content out to people. I'm going to teach you how I did it.
Do you get? The new age influencers just wake up and say, I want to be an influencer. And their journey, their entire story, their entire niche is making themselves someone who earns their full living being an influencer. I know y'all have seen all of these kinds of videos before. Somebody's like, follow me on day 10 of my influencer journey. Follow me on day 11 as I become a content creator. Follow me on day 15. Follow me. And then it's like, okay, we're following you on your influencer journey, but you, who are you? What is the story you're trying to tell? And listen, I get it. The girls see that influencing is a job and everybody needs money. And okay, everybody needs money. Everybody needs to work. But at the end of the day, if you're just becoming an influencer for the sake of influencing, you might influence people to do the wrong thing. Now, with this culture, this new age influencer culture is pushing influencers to be hustlers. Gone are the days where a brand is coming to an influencer who has clearly built their niche and built a platform around their niche. Gone are the days where brands are the ones coming to influencers and offering them deals and partnerships and whatever the case may be. Now with new age influencers, we see them using their own, like, I don't know how to call it, portfolio or flyer or something, and they will be sending it to different businesses. And I don't mind that. I love a good hustle, but listen, they send them to even the smallest, most basic startup businesses where it starts to look like, are you pushing yourself or are you just doing your best to skip on paying for services and goods that you actually want?
Here are some tips on how to get free product from brands as a small creator. The biggest thing is presenting yourself as an influencer, not just an individual on Instagram.
Let's face it, when you're sending this little portfolio to a hairdresser, to a lash tech, to a business such as Mysa Medical and Wellness Spa, when you're sending this portfolio all around, these are services you want. These are services you want to get. Where if you didn't have your following that you have amassed by simply wanting to amass a following. Again, you didn't amass this following around a niche, around anything. You just got a following and you were like, boom, there it is. I have what I need. I'm going to go out into the world and people should give me stuff. You know, so you're coming to these businesses, mind you, small businesses like myself. We don't have the backing. We don't have a marketing budget that is funded by Chase Bank itself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our budget only can stretch so far. We have bills to pay. We have employees to pay. We have things to restock and buy. And then you want to come and get, usually they want some of the most expensive services. I mean, influencers come and say they want profile balancing. That is a $2,000 service. You want a $2,000 service. How do you and I know that your content, your video that you're going to make about your profile balancing, how do we know that it's going to get me even the cost of that service back? You want the service, you want the lashes, you want the lip filler, you want to do Pilates, you want to do this, you want to do that, but you want to get it all for free in exchange of content. And that is the new age of influencers. Now, the second part of this thing is a lot of business owners are camera shy. Let's just face it. It's not everybody who has a great product or a great service that understands how to really capture the attention of people on social media to then sell and promote their products or services.
So I'm looking for brand ambassadors for my company, Flourish Wellness. I am located in Gilbert, Arizona, and I have a med spa and a wellness center. Please message me at Flourish Wellness Club on Instagram or even on TikTok. I just need people who want to come in and make videos and content for me, who are passionate about it. So yeah, message me if you're interested.
Sometimes you have your great idea, you have your great service, your great product, a great business that you have built, but you don't really understand how to market it in this new age of using social media to market your business. And things can slow down sometimes, and you're looking at all of this money that you've invested, you've made such a huge investment, and you're not really able to capture the eyes, capture the attention of people to bring them into this space. And those are the people, those are the businesses that sometimes fall prey to these influencers. Influencers, the new age influencers, are taking advantage of that. I feel like they're particularly targeting smaller businesses or startup businesses to come to and say, oh, I'll do content for you. I'll do content for you. And usually they're not asking for cash money. They're asking for the service to be done for free, because that's the difference. When a brand is going to an influencer, they are usually ready to pay that influencer. At the end of the day, I too participate in a lot of services. I get my hair done. I pay for that. I have a photographer. I pay her for her services. Anything that I'm getting, I am paying for those services. So I never really try to go to people and try to swap services, because at the end of the day, it is money that we need to survive. It is money that we need to survive. So the new age influencers are the ones who are usually willing to exchange services for content.
You guys, come along with me to my very first event here in San Antonio.
Yes, am I saying something that is familiar? Because if I'm saying something that is not making sense, drop it in the comments and let me know, Ryan, you're not making sense today. But I have a feeling that I am. And if I am making sense, let me know in the comments. If you've heard this before somewhere, then I know I'm making sense. Let me know in the comments. So now you have these new age influencers pushing themselves on businesses, demanding services, demanding products, demanding. And not only that, there's this little niche. There's this tiny little niche of the new age influencers that, ooh, okay, drop emojis, drop some fire emojis in the comment section for me before we enter this little sliver of part one that I know is going to cause a little bit of a tussle, but don't you dare tussle with me. Okay, you guys will agree that what I'm saying is making sense. Before you tussle, drop some fire emojis, because I know that once I say it, you might be a little too stunned to actually type anything. So go ahead and drop some emojis for me. Is this little sliver of the new age influencers who, quite frankly, They don't have shame. There's no other way to put it. They quite frankly don't have shame. We know that some brands, some companies have been very problematic, especially when it comes to how they handle issues around race and racial bias. Some brands have been ultra problematic and unapologetic about their problematic nature. Listen, honestly, I know that we're tired of apologies from brands who make certain mistakes or misspeak or make products that don't work for us or treat influencers funny based on how they look. I know we're tired of the apologies, but at least apologizing and, doing better, it gives us somewhere to start again from, right? Where it's like, oh, okay, we'll listen to you again. We will try again with you. We'll try. It's okay. Relax. Stop crying. We'll forgive you. We forgive you. Now, there are some of these brands that have been blatantly, dare I say, racially biased, if not straight up racist. There are so many of these brands that have just done it in a way that you're like, why? What? You can stop. It's okay. We know you don't like us. Let it go. This influencer culture that we love was built by the OGs that I have talked about prior. And so when these OGs have pointed out to you that this person, this brand, this company is problematic, when the brand themselves have shown their yash, they have shown their bum, they have shown the world that they don't care, they're problematic like this. But they still want to fill a quota because they don't want to look outright as problematic as they are, right? So they want to, dare I say, drop a speck of color in the white paint. Drop a little bit of spice on the blend chicken. When they want to just fill the quota so that nobody can keep saying, oh, look, there's no black woman there, there's no N. There's those shameless influencers that seize that opportunity. They see it as an opportunity and they seize it. And I don't know if they're aware that we're aware of that brand's history, right? So it's like, I see you, sis, I see you, and I hear you, get the bag. But like, should we really just get the bag, right? At like any cost? At any cost, even if the cost is working with those people? So if the KKK had a bag, would you collect? Let's have some self-respect. Let's have some self-respect, but I digress. That is that sliver of this new age influencers that makes it very hard to even use influencer marketing, right? Because these are the influencers that have eroded the trust of the public. Where people are like, I'm not listening to influencer. I'll see what they have to show me, but I'm not listening to influencer. Now there's the other side where people are like, you know what? I want to see what the influencer shows me. Doesn't mean I'm going to go do it. Doesn't mean I'm going to go buy the product. Doesn't mean I'm going to go engage in that service. But at least they're exposing me to new things. So where do you fall? Do you fall with the people who are like, please remove me from influencer marketing? Just like every time you see influencer going, come with me, you just go uninterested. Every time you see an influencer going, today I went to Or are you on the side of people who are like, you know what? I'm not necessarily going to do what they're saying or purchase what they're advertising, but sometimes it's good to just watch and see what's out there, right? See the new stuff that's out there that's available. So in which camp do you fall? Me personally, like I said, I do have influencers that I absolutely trust because they have their niche. So they have shown me that they have this area of expertise. So when I need expert opinion on that area of expertise, I go right to their page where they're not just going to collect a bag for the sake of collecting a bag. Because if I myself just did whatever for money, would you trust me? Would you trust my services? If I just did whatever, if I never took the time to educate my patients, if I never took the time to educate them on why we shouldn't do this or why we should do this before the other one, if I just, did whatever just to make money, would you trust me? No. So integrity is very important in the influencer market. And when it is missing or when it is being eroded, there you can start to see how is the marketing, using influencer marketing, even worth it. Now we go to number 2, which I think is probably the more important piece, which is education. Education.
If you want injections anywhere, if you guys want to get fillers anywhere, like, just go for it. Life is too short to not be happy with yourself.
Moment before the magic happens, they did apply numbing cream on me. I ended up going with the Kiss filler. I was a little nervous, not gonna lie, because this is the first time I get anything done on my face, you guys. But the results, are you kidding me? I am upset.
Get Botox at Upkeep Med Spa in North Dallas. Getting my skin and marking me so she can see where she's going to be injecting. And did it hurt? Honestly, it doesn't hurt at all. You can get the same exact treatment or any other service for 30% off using the code Gonzalez30.
You can see from these videos I just played, the girls are, they're getting the filler, they're getting this done, they're getting that done, but they're not really telling you anything about it. For all the videos, and please comment in the comment section, for all the videos that you have seen about people going to get filler, going to get Botox, going to get PRP, going to get microneedling, laser facial, you name it, for all the videos you have seen, can you actually tell me right now, what is the difference between filler and Botox? Because a lot of us have consumed the content from influencers going to get filler, going to get Botox, going to get laser facials, going to get microneedling, going to get this, going to get that. But they are not able to provide us with the education on these services and the products that are used to render these services. That education component is what is missing and is what can lead a lot of our younger clients astray, even elderly clients. It can lead anybody astray if the education piece is missing. When an influencer goes and gets this service, it's I like to call it a very vague, surface level amount of information that they're providing you with. It shows, right? Because like we said, that lack of integrity, it starts to show that this person didn't even take 2 seconds to research some detail about filler, to research some detail about a sculpture, to research some detail about Botox. Because for a lot of them, you go in their comment section, and people are asking them questions and they're not answering. They're not answering because they can't answer. Because honestly, their job is just to post the video and go. In my comment section on TikTok or Instagram, anywhere that we have social media pages, we get a lot of questions because these are services that people have questions about. These are services that people still don't know enough about. Although people have been shown so much about these services, they still don't know enough about the services that to honestly really engage. And so if you go to an influencer's page, it's like, come with me to go get lip filler. Cute. And then they say some surface level stuff like, the space was so beautiful. Great. Good to know. Oh, the lady was so nice and she was so kind and she's such a girl's girl and she was so this and she was so that. Great. Again, people start asking questions in the comment. How long does lip filler last? Why did you get filler instead of Botox? Oh, how long will your Botox last? Why did you do a laser facial instead of microneedling? How this? How that? And they cannot answer a single question. So I wonder, even from a purely marketing and business perspective, is that a good way to get more feet through your door? When it comes to that education piece again, there is a lot of misinformation out there about the very purpose of our industry. This industry is one that has been lambasted. We have been painted in all the negative lights. Oh, you guys only exist to profit off of women's insecurities. You guys profit off of insecurities. You guys are da 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 da. Insecurities existed before filler. Can somebody say amen in the comment section? Insecurities existed before filler. Insecurities existed before breast implants. Insecurities existed before Botox. Way back in Cleopatra's time, they were finding ways to wax their bodies. Why were they insecure about their hair? Did I do that to Cleopatra? No. Insecurity is part of the human psyche. We all have what we are insecure about. So this industry, the one I'm in, the med spa industry, the cosmetic surgery industry, the bodily enhancement industry has suffered a lot of scrutiny. Would it not be better that as members of the industry, we are providing education through these social media outlets? Wouldn't it be better that every time we are showcasing our services or our products, we are right there with that service and product to provide the most amount of education possible and answer questions for people who are watching us? So like I said, that first component of the new age influencers mixed with the lack of education that comes in these videos that influencers do on behalf of plastic surgeons or injector nurses such as myself, that combo is why I am very weary about influencers working, creating content around these services. Do I have some personal annoyances? Yes, that's because I'm a person. All people have personal grievances, okay? So I have personal grievances. I'm sure you have yours too. My personal grievances come into play when someone is trying to play the whole, oh, I like to see Black women win card, but not willing to pay for the services. When someone is literally participating in other brands with their money, but refusing to participate in Black-owned brands with their money, or in small businesses in general, whether Black or white, doesn't matter. Small businesses in general need the money from each. We literally eat what we kill. We're out here hunting. If we don't hunt and kill, we will not eat. You understand? There's no backup for us. And so if you understand that, why are you still trying to take advantage of a small business?
How to get free stuff from small businesses as an influencer. First of all, you buy their shit and then tell them you like their stuff and then you don't ask for free stuff.
Or are you saying you don't understand that? Or are you saying you don't care? Or are you saying you feel yourself so important that it is okay for this business to lose some money trying to gain your viewership? Is that what you're saying? So that is my personal grievance. But to conclude on a nicer note, because yes, I think it's important to leave things nice and light and fun. To conclude on a nicer note, I will engage in influencer marketing at some point, be it for our products or our services. I will. But as I have elaborated, I definitely would love to work with influencers who show genuine interest in the thing that they have been hired to promote and are willing to provide a lot of information to the viewers that whose eyeballs they have gotten the attention of. It's definitely something that I would like to do, but you see how this is a partnership, right? The influencer can just walk in, get lip filler, make some little videos, post the video, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a deep conversation, right? We're going to have a great understanding as to why is it that you want this service, right? Or any of our services, which we will pay you for. We're definitely going to be paying any influencers that we work with. It's no exchange. We'll pay you whatever you're asking, we'll pay for that. We want to know that you understand the product, that you understand the service, right? We want to know that you're able to communicate this to the people who are watching you in a real way, in a way that is beneficial to them, and of course, in a way that is beneficial to the business itself, to bring those people to us. Now, back to that original DM, okay? The funny thing is, like I said, at the time I had a different social media manager, and I knew I said we will talk on that a little bit. So let's just get into that for like 2 seconds, okay? I feel like there's a lot of social media managers who need to up how they're doing their social media managing, because your job cannot just be to answer influencers and bring them through the door. I don't see that as management. You have to be a little creative. You have to be creative. It's social media. Get creative, babes, but neither here nor there. So the social media manager that I had at the time that this message came in actually did message her back. Messaged her back saying, you know, she was going to reach out to me first and hear from me, and all of that. And I was like, yeah, no. Like when I actually went on the girl's page and I'm seeing all of these Chanel, all of these things, I'm just like, yeah, no. That's almost disrespectful, because you went and spent money at Chanel, you don't want to spend money on me. What I don't what is that? What are you trying to say? Because you do want this service. I didn't reach out to you. We didn't reach out to you. You reached out to us trying to get this service. So it's something you want, but you're trying to use your card. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Anyways, she at the time messages girl, and I was like, no. But then I happened to know at the time also a photographer who was, I guess, close to this influencer. Again, at the time, this is like 2 years ago. So I happened to know this photographer, and I'm having a conversation with the photographer like, yeah, this is what we're going through. Again, we have this laundry list of influencers constantly reaching out to us, constantly messaging us. I don't even know what to make of it anymore. And I was like, this one, and I see that you guys follow each other. And the photographer was like, yeah, we do follow each other. And I was like, yeah, this one particularly put like, it put me off because of like, this person is posing as this $1 million woman. I'm telling you, so many of her captions of $1 million this, mindset this, hustle this, money that, da 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 da. So this person is posing as this $1 million woman, but trying to get a 2K service from me for free. Like, I don't really like that too much. Now, do I know for a fact that the photographer went back and had this conversation with her because, again, they know each other? She actually said they know each other. No, I don't know that for a fact. But I'm assuming that that's what happened, because even though my social media manager reached out to her and was like, yeah, I'll talk to Ryan, I'll see what Ryan says, she went and deleted all of her messages to the spa, right? She went and deleted all of her messages to the spa. So when I open the actual inbox today, right now, I'm going to post that here, you only see my social media manager's response. You don't see her messages anymore. So she went and unsent them and then unfollowed the spa. And now I don't know if it's because we didn't reach out to her or we didn't reach back out to her, or if it's because, the photographer went and spoke to her. Either way, she still occasionally likes our content and watches our stories rather religiously, but has never ever come to get the services. And that is the part that lets me know that, yeah, while there are influencers out there who are actually willing to work with brands and work with companies and really trying to create content and bring brand awareness to the business, there are also those who, like I said, lack integrity and just feel like because they have a following and some eyeballs on their page, everybody should just give them whatever they want. Ooh, the sun, y'all. Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. What is your feeling about influencer marketing? Are you still swayed by influencers? Do you still click add to cart and actually check out when you see an influencer pushing a product? Do you actually go check out spots that influencers have been to and promoted on their pages? Or are you of the school of thought that's like, you know what? I'm glad to see it. Thank you for showing me this thing. I don't know. I'm not going to take your word for it. I'm going to wait till I know somebody in my personal life, or I see somebody with it, or I hear from someone's personal experience that I actually trust that person. How do you guys feel about influencer marketing? And please, 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 who are some of your favorites? Don't talk about anybody you don't like. Only your faves. I want to hear about your faves down in the comment section. Please let me know who are some of your faves, because I know I've mentioned some names that y'all will probably agree with me on. So let me know who are some of your faves down in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Ryan, the founder of Mysa Medical and Wellness Spa located in Dallas, Texas, and this has been the Mysa Backroom. Mwah.